Hey, good morning, everyone. This is George from CY. Couple of things to mention. Number one, just had a call with my friends over in Vegas. Today was not such a good day for them. Apparently, there was quite a bit of loss. Uh, I don't know. I think they're working it out through strategy because I know they're all very experienced shooters, and the motto was, you lose a few battles, make sure you win the war. So it's going to be a grinding back exercise, I think, but I have faith in them. They're very good at what they do. Good luck out there. Second thing, I've been watching this video by a gentleman called Pro Craps, and I think most of you will find it very, very interesting. It's called Practicing Pressing Truth Bomb. This is the name of the video, and he talks about statistical analysis done over 60,000 volts or so, and he comes up with the idea that you will see a 0.7 out, I think, at 28% of the rolls, and that is over a stretched 60,000 volts. For random shooters, I guess. And I think the point of the exercise is, be sure to regress. Be sure to regress quickly. The average number of rolls per session is about 4.73. Hey Michael, how are you? Good to see you, man. So the average roll is about 4.7. And 28% of the time people 0.7. Pressing bets more than once, in his opinion, is a waste of time, so it's best to go the other way to regress. And I think this is something that I've been using, the 2 hits and down. I've been doing it at quite an extreme level, I would say. I do not advise it. This is definitely not a strategy channel. So taking notes. So put out your bets at a level which, first of all, is above table minimum and it's comfortable for you. Try it for yourself as a shooter. If you consider yourself to be a versed shooter, you're practicing, you have some dice familiarity and all that. 2 hits after that, you should be off the table. If you catch a good roll, a long roll, you're still on the table with table minimums and you can press up. But always remember this. Collect as well. Regress again if you want to. Say to yourself at some point, I am happy. I'm happy with what I have in the rack. It's going to secure me for the next roll and a few more rolls, or I'm happy because I'm going to step off the table and cash out for good. That's winning the battle. Winning the war is when you get home and you say, well, I went there with $1,000 bankroll, I'm back with 1,010. That's fine. You won the war. And that's what's important, guys. Winning the war. The battles, some of them you will win, some of them you will lose. It's the end of the day what happens. Alright, so I'm going to start with the 5-3-2-3. It's a kissing set, kissing sixes. Too high, 5-2 on the come out. Stayed on axis, gives me some information. Gives me a free 8, yes. 7. Let's go to 3-6, 3-6. Need to lower the trajectory. It was a bit too high. So again, 7, 5 from the sides this time. Just stretch our hand a bit. When I start my practice, I don't throw before going live. It's a golden rule for me. 3-6-3-6. 2.5, 5-2-7 again. Nothing happens. Got 1-2-1. Let's see that. Aces. Amazon axis primary. I don't get it. You have to paint it. Ace 5, Ace 5. Hard ways. 2-12, 4-2-6. Okay. You had 3 7s, 1 2, 1 6. Okay. All right, the 4-2-4-2. Now this could easily be a 110 inside if you wanted it to be. Just as long as you have some element of regression, built into it. Maybe not. 6-3-9. Good luck. 2-10. 6-3. So 6. Back on the 6. We made the point. There is some predictability. 2-10. And 15 here. Two for 2. We're not working the come out. 3 count. 2 for 6. Almost second. Changes the direction. 2-4-2-4. So too strong. Two four was the set, I think. Grip. Nice out. 549. It's a nice hit. For 10, we get 500. We're off the table. Five four. The set that I use doesn't really matter. What matters is the family of sets that you use. 516. Sorry, overdid with the sixes. So that's 50. So 5151. Not working the comment. One, four, five sides. Four, one, five. For one. Six to eight. States name. We'll bring this here. 4. Six two dice down. Heart 6. That's a drift. The 3-1-3-1. Lucky, because it was a 3-4-7, but it's off the table. Let's do it again. 3-1. So, yo. Five. Two, three, five. Short and ugly. So that's point 75, 80, 90. So that's 3 and 3. We'll take that, regress again. Counterbalance whatever went wrong with a shot, because it does scare you a bit, you know, if you shoot badly and you know that you did something wrong, it affects your psychology. So what better way to fix it than to say, okay, I'm taking some money off the table just in case. Still in the game, 2, 3, 2, 3. Ten points. Let's bring this behind the line. 6, 4, 6. So. Box cards, all axis private. And that is a toll. Okay. So we get 150 for that. For one of our $5 chips. So what did we hit? We hit the 8, 9, 10. We don't need this on the table. We hit the 5 and 6. 5, 6. So we need a 3 and a 4. We could actually hedge. I think it's too early to hedge for the 4. I would say I'll put a, I don't know, 150. Worth it, yeah. Let's do 200, lay bet. Let's go 6, what? 6, 5, 6, 5. It's 1, 6, 9. Don't like that, it's too early. 6, 3, 6. Is out. 2, 5, 7. Never mind. Side pitch. So what did I lose? I lost $50. But was it my $50? No, it wasn't. This was a 19 roll. Hey Brian, good morning. I know, I'm always thinking about the hedging part, Brian. It's very interesting idea, but you tend to do something when you're the shooter. When you're the shooter, you're thinking, don't hit the 10, don't hit the 10, don't hit the 10. So you create this image of 10 in your head, and you're saying all these things. And I don't know, by miracle, he hit the 10. And I had two numbers left, the 3 craps and the 4. So let's see where we are with bankroll. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's my bankroll here. 2 for 600 profit. 7, 8, 9. That's 1,000. 150. That's 1,200 in profit. You can step away from the table. You should step away from the table. You doubled your money. Most people are very happy with 20%. Put some perspective into what's happening. Put your money in the best sort of investment that you know of. You have a tip that this share is going to take off. Even at the stock exchange, I think they have a limit up 20% per day, something like that. I'm not sure, but some stock exchanges, they do have a limit up of 20%. You just made 100%. Is that a good time to step away? It is. So always have that in mind, guys. You just put the 7 in. All right. My SRR is very low because I started off with a string of 7s at the come out. Same again, let's rinse and repeat. V6. 5, 9. Point. I'm going to be using a Henry set 4545. So 10. 5, we get 200. I'll invest it towards the inside for 6. 4, 5, 9. Good investment. Sorry, I think I was on the 9, hit the 10, and now so the 9 pays 420 plus this 15, 435. 425, 30. 2 hits, 635 minus 5, 630 profit. I'd say that's good enough. Let's go back to our 160. We're still making money. We still make money, doesn't matter. Whether it's a smaller amount of money, but you're still making money according to the outlay, your exposure to the table. If you go on a long roll, you still can make 4-5, 4-5. 3-5-8. Good point. Five, 3-5. That was nice. 2-1-3. That's the point we're looking for before. Never got to it. So 2-1. Five, 2. So it was a good decision to come down in the end. I wish it was a longer roll, but I don't know what happened there. I'm curious to have a look and see whether one of the dice, probably the blue die, just flew up into the air and went out of sync with the other die. The more we visualize what's going on at the point of impact, the landing zone, the better it is. I missed it because I was talking, sorry. See? Yep, the blue die just went off on its own. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just wanted to make sure that I was watching everything. So. How do we fix that? For this particular surface, it's a bouncy surface, it's unpredictable, I have to be honest. How do we fix it? Perhaps a bit more spin. So to create more spin, a few of you may not know this, it's how you place your hands. I rarely do this. I should like this. If you want to create more spin from here, your hand should come to here. So by creating this extra movement of your hand, you're creating more spin on the dice. So it's up to you whether you want to try it. I find it complicates the throw for me. I create more variables than I'd like to handle. All right, let's go for it. 3-6, 3-6. There we go. Slightly off the table. A lot more power. 4-6-10. A lot more spin, sorry. I'm gonna stay 110 inside. If the opportunity presents itself, so I can still make money. 4-6, 4-6. I'll be using the spin. That's it. Dice are off the table, basically. 549, 569. They seem to be a bit more under control, the spin, so that pays that. We triple press that. We're on a 5-4-5. Right at the end, we lift the dice off the table, very slightly. 2-1-3. I was expecting a 6-5 yo, went the other way. So zero predictability. One. Dice are off the table. Thank God that one went there. It was a 4-3-7. Back to 2-1-2-1. So table. Aces. That was one axis. Yay. Ace-4, ace-4. Bit lift off, a bit of a lift off of the table. 6-8. Is that? Drop another one. And this is exactly the stuff that what's his name? Pro Craps recommends against. Two, 6-8. So here's what happens now. Because we triple pressed everything, we're gonna take 105 off the table. We're not gonna press it again. So our 110 inside is off the table. However, we did at 15 and 25, another 40. So our exposure is 150 and 15, which is 165. 165 minus 105. We still have $50 on the table. 6-2. 6-2. Let's do it off the table. 2-3-5, 3-2-5. The exposure goes up a little bit now. Another $15. So we have 65 on the table. 2. Table. 5-1-6. It's getting expensive. $65 plus 25, we're at 80 exposure. We do have a choice to take things down. How many rolls in are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have an SR of 15.5. 7 is the last one we can have money out there. 5, 1, 5, 1. One, 3, and point to press. Take profits down. It's 100. 10. Hundreds and 20. 220 taken off the table plus 105 we took off before. That's 325. Minus the 110, which was the initial exposure. So 125. We have 200 profit already in our rack. 121. Lifting off the table. Hard 8. That was a drift. And this is where we go the opposite way. Take down the bet. For 1, for 1. Three count. Dice are slightly off the table. 369. Put 10 behind the line for the 10. 636. Slightly off the table. Ace 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Should give us a 6 according to our mechanics. Nice out. 3, 1, 4. Nope. So read the 5 from small. We are not on it, but it doesn't matter. 3, 1, 3, 1. Table. 4, 5, 9. Don't look at it as missed opportunities or anything like that. So focus on the thread. off the table. 639. So slight lift off the table. 437. Double pitch. Okay. Not a bad roll. 13, 14, including the. This is what we had on the table. 50, 75, 80. We already accounted for a lot of profits that we made, so yeah, it's just a different way of creating money. This way, I think you're hoping for a long roll, but at the same time, you say, I am happy. I've reached my goal. I can take some money off the table and just continue. And as you continue, you take more money in an accelerated way. Now, my channel is not a channel where you find strategy. It's not an exciting channel. I just need to say this. It's a boring channel. It's about becoming a more experienced shooter and developing some sort of strategies about dice, how to throw the dice, what to look out for in the results that you produce and things like that. That's why I use a slow motion playback when I don't understand what the hell happened, so that they can help me out. The 6-3, that was a double pitch. That was on axis. Something must have happened with the dice on landing. Perhaps one of them just went higher than the other one. And this is what we are trying to actually avoid by putting a bit more spin into them. What we were trying to do is starting from felt, dice touching, we just lifted them off. So this arch creates more spin when you release. Slightly more spin. Don't overdo it because you will end up flicking your wrist. Once you start flicking your wrist, you just became random. All right. There we go. 4-1, 4-1. Two, 6, 8. I'm gonna do our 960 across, couple of hits. Now I am very mindful, very mindful that dice don't remember previous glories. So what that means is I need to keep my focus exactly the same as I did before. 3 count, lift them off the table slightly, do my 1, 2, 3. Hard 8. 2-6-2, that was a drift, okay. 2-10, 15. Takes us to a, I don't know, 4-5, 4-5. And he said, lift slightly off the table. 527 will come out. Double pitch. Perfect double pitch. 545. Stretch the hand. So 6 to 8. Saves my back from leaning over. Two, 610. It's nice for 7. For that, and 300. We're down to 210. To 10 and 300, 510 minus 7, 503. $503 minus 160, 190. 503 minus 200, let's say, is 303. 313 profit. 6. Lift. Eight. So we hit the point. It's 50 in total. 353. 62. 268. So 2, 6, 2, 6. Although I don't like using it as a starting set because it contains a lot of horns, let's do it anyway. 2, 6 off axis. Here we go. Hardly. Build it up. Right. For one. double pitched. This one went flying in the air. I can still see a heart rate here. I don't know whether you can. Must have been a side pitch. Let's check it out. Hey Mark, how are you, man? See what happened to the red die. Yay! Oh, okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Although I did my lift off, put my fingers here, then lifted the dice off the table, did a bit more backswing to take away all that energy that you saw in the red die. It still happened. There's an element of unpredictability that I cannot work out myself how to deal with, but that's life. Okay, so we're at 48. Let's see where we are with bankroll. And always do the question 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2,000, 100, 200, probably 300. 10, 2, 4. Yeah. Eight, 10. So we have 2,200 in profit. That's a 220%. That is 15, let's say. Would we step away from the table? Hell yes. Do it, guys. You don't get caught up in the moment and say, oh, this and that. I was watching Press Your Luck. All right, so double pitched it. Can do about 6-4, 6-4. What was that? That was an 8. I said. For 9 off axis line. A 4-5-4. So. That was implosion of both dice, 6-1, 6-1. It was one of those perfect implosions because I could see the hard ways here. It happens. How you deal with it, that's a different story. That's what makes the difference between being experienced, I suppose, and being somebody who's going to chase the laws, etc., etc. I'm still learning not to chase the laws. All right. 2-3-2-3. No more backswing. No more backspin. 5-1-6. Let's see what we've got here. 1-5-1. Ten. 4. 5 gets us 200. Invested inwards. 4. Count. 6-8. 50. 2. 2. 6. Rift. Point 350. 15. 3-6. Yes, sir. 5. 3. 5-6. 5-25. 5. So what did we take off the table? I think we can come down. Five, 1, 5. Four, 2, 6. 5, 2, 4, 2. One for 5. One for 5, that's 50. Comes down. 1, 4, 1, 4. Five, 3, 8. Midpoint. So 5, 3, 8. 5, 3. For 6, 10. 1, you get 50. Down. 5 goes back up. The 8 goes back up. Sorry, the 6 will go back up for 18. 6 for 6. So hard 8. So that's another 50. Comes down. Goes up for 18. Another 15 here on the 10. For 1 for 1. Come out. So 6, 1 on the count. I think that was hit the 5, I'm sure I hit the 5. Yeah, I hit the 5. So I just forgot to put it in there. So it was 5, 8, 10, 8. So that's 15. Let's be idiots. 6, 4, 6, 4. So 68, 260. Up on the 8. 2626. And that's a 7. So by doing this, we took again a lot of profit off the table. Only big bets, but this one's here 50. That's 100. 125, 140, 146. But we took a lot more off the table. We took 4 bets of at least 35 profit. Some of them were 50 profit. So where are we? 64. I think we were around 2,200. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,100, 175, 180, 192, 191. So we're almost there. Almost there. We used the 3 hits and down, and then we started taking bets down and down and down and down. So we made up what we lost. So how are we going to play until the end? All right, let's, put some pressure on ourselves. What's that, bro? That was a 13 again, okay. Nice. I have 2, 257 from the sides. 8 years. Three, 2, 3. So 3, 1, 4. 4 is our point. Let's put some pressure. And 1, 300. Please don't follow this. This is just me putting some pressure on myself. Do it at home. Aces. Very accurate. I'm gonna go for 5 for 5. Like a classic hardware set. Six, 5, yo. Five, 6, 5. Nice out. 6. 6, 700. Four. 4. All access down the page. Choices we make. Seven out. Ouch. We're at 70, we're too short. Okay. Let's take a marker. That's 1,000. Last line, same. And here we go. Six through 6. Have a 10 SOR. 610. One of these here. Yo. Five, 6. Eight. 5353. Five, 3, 8. 3 and 4. 7. 3. So. Hard 8. Primary. Paste back the marker 1050. I think we're there. 900, 1000, this is 6, 7, 800, 1000, 200, down. For one. Count. Four. Drift. Two, three, 2, 3. Ah, come on, double pitched, side pitched. Because I can see the hard 6 there. So, can give me a chance. Alright, so we made our money back. Well, kind of. Made our 1, 2. 2,000, that's 2. So we made in the end 1,130 because I wanted to press up right at the end and put some pressure on myself. Whoa, okay. Crap. 7. Then we go on to 10. No, it wasn't. Go on to 10. And what did we do after that? I can't remember now. Something like a 6, an 8. And another 8. And another 8. Then the heart 4, and the 7. Can't remember the numbers off by heart, but I think that was a sequence. Came out winners, not as much as we were hoping for, but okay. No, took a marker right at the end. Alright guys, ended up with an SR of 9.2, SR 5.5. Most of those come out 7. Thank you, Michael. Most of those come out 7s. I think they came right at the start. I think I had 3 of them. And I couldn't work out what was going on. It was a 5-2-7 repeating itself over and over. Just stuck in my mind. Now, having gone, having finished with those and sort of trying different sets, we went on to an 18 roll. I wasn't really pressing much. I was just doing my 3 hits and down or 2 hits and down. Then went on a 6, on a 14, on a 9, on a 0.7 out, another 14, 6, 6, 7. That was the last one. So yeah, kind of okay. Now, if you consider that the average roll as I think Pro Craps was saying is about 4.73, we're actually double that. If you look at the SOR, we are there. And if you see that 28% of rolls are at 0.7 out, I think we exceed that by a bit. I think I had 1.7 out. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls which were below the 10. Okay, that still made money. That's the important bit. Get your money off the table, align with what's happening at the table, and continue shooting with a bit more comfort, less stress. That's what's important, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm not a strategist. I just like to shoot dice. All right, guys. Thanks for watching me again. Michael, appreciate it. Mark Evans, Brian, always nice to see you. On that note, dice are out. Thanks, guys.